Well, Steve, what has your approach been with the squad over the last few days after that defeat to Swansea on Monday night? Have you had specific conversations with the group or with individuals?
Yeah, bit of both. I think, and the first thing is disappointment, like everybody else, and the supporters too. We have to find a way. And I said when I walked through the door only a month ago, to find a way to gain the supporters' trust again. And I can share their disappointment. I can share that with them. It's been hugely frustrating for them. After a difficult year last year, and then the wonderful start, and all of a sudden, for the last 3-4 months, the wheels have come off a little bit. So the only way you can do that, to repair that, is to get a couple of results. We've got 12 games to go, and get a couple of results and see if we can make a fist of it.
There was the reaction from the fans on Monday night, Steve. They certainly made their feelings known at full time when the players came over to applaud them. Can you understand their reaction?
I can understand the supporters' reaction. After a really, really wonderful start, unfortunately we've unravelled into a situation where we find ourselves here, and the reason why probably I'm sitting in front of the camera too. We have to, as I said, win back that trust of the supporters. You can understand their frustration. I certainly can understand their frustration, and I will do my best to steer us through these difficult times. It's difficult for everybody concerned at the minute. And as I said, the only way you can do that is to get a couple of results and get marching a little bit, and that's what I'm here for.
How important is it that the feeling that we felt on Monday night is as low as it gets for us, and that from now moving forward there's only positives?
We've got to, and the only way you can do that is by winning the game. We've got to go up to Hull and show what we're about. It's not easy at the moment. Not easy for anybody concerned, whether you're the supporter, player, manager. It's been difficult. As I said, the only way you can really take the shackles away is by getting a couple of results. And we've got the great thing about football is another game, and there's another one on Tuesday. So let's go to Hull and see if we can get a result.
I think the supporters would all agree that the players have underperformed this season, Steve. But is it performances or character that you want to see most from your players now?
There's a fine divide between confidence. Somebody lacking in confidence portrays somebody who's not trying. Physically wise, I assure all the supporters that physically wise, then there was nothing in it in the game at all, physically wise. I can't fault them of lack of effort or trying, but we have to handle the situation better. This club demands that we be in the top end of the championship. They're not going to accept being halfway in the division. That we'll fully understand. That's why we've all been attracted to come to West Brom. I've said it many times. They've been in the Premier League for 13 years and in the top 6 of the championship for the other 7 of the last 20 years. So there becomes expectation. And the players at the minute, if I'm being brutally honest, are struggling to cope with that. So they have to overcome that, and to be a good player here, you have to handle expectation and accept of what's round the corner. And if you don't perform to any level, then they're going to be after you, and that's what playing at a big club's like, and we have to accept that.
Hull away on Saturday, another large away following. Will be travelling up towards the
Then we've got to try
stadium.
and give them something to shout about. We've got to give them something. They are, week in and week out, they travel the country. They want to have something to shout about. My job is to give them a team that they can associate with, and that's not there at the moment. I assure all the fans that I'll do my utmost to try and make that happen. That's why I'm here. It's been difficult, and I understand now after being here for the last 3-4 weeks of how difficult it is, but I assure you that I'll try my utmost to do and give them something to, as I said, rightly shout about.
The Tigers had a big away win at Peterborough last weekend. What type of game are you expecting it to be on Saturday?
Do you know the championship? The championship is never changed. Whether you're going to Hull away or Fulham away, it's difficult. It's difficult. Always difficult fixtures, but we know that I've seen us in half against Middlesbrough, seen us for 30 minutes against Sheffield United until the sending off. I've seen us for half a game against Luton. What I haven't seen is a complete performance. So that's what we've got to be able to win a match. It's okay playing well in the first half. You know, we've got to win a match, and we've got to have a total focus on a full 90 minutes performance is what we need if we're going to get something at all.
Just finally, Steve, I know that Kean Bryan's still a way off in his comeback from injury, but 3 players that are a bit closer, Ken Zahor, Matty Phillips and Daryl DK, is there any latest on
Well,
that?
yeah, hopefully they're all on the grass next week, which means they're not too far away. Of course, we've got to assess fitness levels and this and blah, blah, blah. You know, the club has been a bit unfortunate in that respect, that we're forward players, especially the centre forward who we've paid a lot of money for. So we played a game. But that's part and parcel of it. Everybody picks up injuries. Thankfully, they're all on the grass in the next week, 10 days. So hopefully, they're not too far away.
Is it too early to put a timescale on their return?
Yeah, I always never want to put a timescale, but usually when the physios hand them over to, you know, the sports science people and the fitness levels, and we'll see where they're at. But it's good to see them that they're out there on the grass and looking to join in training.